Good afternoon, everyone. It's Kirsten here from Kirsten Foss Coaching. So today on our spa business break here, I want to talk about if you're feeling like there is so much to fix in your spa business, like what do you do? Like literally you feel like everything needs fixing. Because we started Cash Drop to Cash Flow this week. That is a 4-week program that I run every spring. And it's a 4-week program to help you figure out where the breaks are happening in the money in your spa, because there's so many places where money can be leaking out of your business. So you really have to do a deep dive as far as strategy to figure out where yours are breaking, where your leaks are. You can have leaks in your branding, in your marketing. You can have leaks in your staffing situation. And there's no use kicking in a marketing plan and you're as far as clients not being retained. So there's kind of feels like there's a lot to do in your business as far as fix, strategize, grow. But there absolutely is places, hey Jody, there's absolutely places where you have to be extremely discerning. You have to prioritize. Even though you may feel like your business is literally on fire and you have so much to do, which I know a lot of the participants in Cash Drop to Cash Flow are feeling, and some of those participants are working with me privately too, so I get that it can feel like, oh my God, there's so much work that I could be doing on my business. Like, I don't even have enough time to do one of them. Probably because you're still in the treatment room, maybe because you just aren't great at your time management if you're not in the treatment room and you're running a team. But here's the thing. There's 3 points to what I want to make today. So if you feel like everything needs fixing and you are feeling like you're just on the hamster wheel, I guarantee you won't get anything really accomplished, because if we're not focusing on one thing at a time, then we're constantly context switching. And when we're context switching, meaning, okay, I'll do a little bit of marketing, and then I'm going to work on some training system, and then I'm going to work on, then I'm going to work with clients, and then I'm going to work on my bookkeeping. If you're doing all of that in like a 4-hour period that you've got time blocked off for admin, you're going to go crazy. You're going to go crazy because you're flipping around. You're going to go crazy because of context switching. When you do context switch, you never really get rolling into one specific thing and focused on it. So you kind of just get started working on one and then you're flipping to the other. And then if you flip back, you're wasting a lot of time. They've done research on this. You literally waste time when you think that you are able to multitask. So if you pride yourself on being a multitasker, I wouldn't be so proud of that, because it's not helping you. Multitasking, in my opinion, is a myth. If you multitask, you can do it, but there's parts of what you're doing that are going to be compromised. So if you are wanting to get serious about getting your business in order so that it can be making money, so that you can be hiring a team, whatever your plan is, you need to be able to prioritize. So that means that there are some things that need to be done before others. So if you are stuck on needing more visibility for your business, some more traffic into your business, and you are really tempted to dive into marketing, and I get it, because marketing's kind of fun. I like the creative aspect of marketing, and often a lot of spa owners, that is a creative outlet for them. So they like it. They kind of have a love-hate relationship with it. They like the ideas, but they're not great at the strategy. However, I'm kind of getting off topic. So if you like marketing and you want to be focusing on marketing because you know you need more visibility, you need more traffic, but you are having problems with staff, you are having problems with inconsistency in services with clients, maybe you are, what else could be going on? Maybe you just don't have the foundations, the structure of your business in place before you're doing your marketing. So I'm talking about the structure and the foundations. I'm talking about, especially if you have a team, I'm talking about your staff handbook. What are your policies? What are your company policies for your team in order to preserve the guest experience? What do you have a training program that you've designed, or do you just kind of show your new staff around for a couple of days and then throw them into the schedule? So if that is the case, if you don't have a staff handbook, if you don't have a training program, and you are finding that you're having problems with a team, they're not performing the way that you feel that they should be at this point, then that means that you need to be focusing on the foundations of your business first. There's no use filling the hopper full of clients with marketing if your systems are non-existent or they're broken. You're just going to be adding to the frustration. So you definitely need to prioritize the system and structure of your business first, staffing second, and then you can kick it into with marketing, okay? The second point I want to make about when you feel like you have so much to fix and so little time is that we have a tendency to overestimate what we can do and underestimate the time that we can do it in. Anybody familiar with that situation? I used to be very familiar, but I've now learned that I need to give myself way more time than I think I need. So I would encourage you, when you're looking at your time management as far as your admin time, doing all your business work, then I would definitely encourage you to be blocking off more time than you actually think you need, because you know that it takes you longer, okay? So just make it easier for yourself. Give yourself more time to get your tasks done. Now, and that was my final piece, is just give yourself some more space in your own head as far as getting things done. So recognize that you overestimate how much you can do and underestimate the time you can do it. Recognize that, realize that that's actually a weakness that you've got in your own personal leadership within your business. And then your next piece after that is to just make sure that you are giving yourself enough time to get these tasks done. And it's also like, the daily tasks that you want to be doing, but just in the context of a project. So if you are wanting to get a staff handbook created and implemented into your business, it's more than just downloading a template and putting in your spa name into the aspects to make it more customized for your business. You have to really go through that document to make sure those are the policies that are appropriate for your business. So I do find that those kinds of projects take a lot longer than most spa owners think they do. So definitely give yourself, big chunks of time, not just in your day, but in the whole month. Maybe it's going to take a couple of months, so that you do feel like you've got some spaciousness to get it done, and that you're not sabotaging yourself by getting upset with yourself, getting frustrated with yourself, which then spirals down with the itty bitty shitty committee up here. And so you really want to just set yourself up to succeed. It's like how we set our team up to succeed. We don't set our team up to succeed if we, quickly run them through something and then throw them on the floor and expect an outstanding service. Sometimes that might happen, but the fact of the matter is that you're really not setting them up to succeed well. Do the same for yourself. Give yourself that grace. You'll thank yourself for it, because the work that you do on those projects will be much more complete. All right, so we just finished, or we're just getting going on Cash Drop to Cash Flow. Week 1, we had our first class yesterday. It was on pricing strategies. If you were feeling like, oh, I really wanted to be part of it, I totally forgot to sign up, or you just haven't been in the loop for a little while with what's been going on with me, I've still got the sales page up and active. So you, other than missing the live training yesterday, if you want to still sign up, you can. And all of that training from yesterday, the spreadsheet for the cost of service, and the slide deck, as well as the replay, is in the class Dropbox. So you're certainly welcome to join us. After a couple more days, I'm going to take that page down because it's time to close that and just focus on who's in the class for 2018. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I hope you give yourself enough time to work on your projects. I know you don't feel like you have enough time to begin with, and you're like, Kirsten, how do I give myself more time when I don't feel like I even have enough time? Sometimes it's just a head game. Sometimes we just need to get a different perspective. So if you could chunk out blocks of time, but just focus on one thing at a time, you're likely to get through your projects a lot quicker than if you were context switching all the time. All right, thanks for joining me for the Spa Business Break this week. I hope you have a lovely weekend coming up, and I'll be back here next Thursday at 12 noon Pacific. See you then.